Hi guys, it's Coach Julie, and I'm here today to talk to you about something that is near and dear to my heart, which is money and your marriage. So, this video is for anybody that is married, thinking about getting married, or you know somebody that's married, which would be pretty much everybody. So, this video today is for you. Listen, guys, I just wanted to let you know that the money fight in your marriage is not hopeless, but it is going to take some work. You know, oftentimes my husband and I do a lot of marriage mentoring, marriage counseling, and oftentimes what comes up is this issue with finances. Imagine that. You know, almost no couple I know is the same when it comes to money. One is either going to be a spender and the other one's going to be a saver. Almost always works out that way. If you're watching this right now, one of you is the saver and one of you is the spender. That's true of almost everybody I know. That is true of my own marriage. And I just want to let you know, don't give up hope. It is possible. But sometimes, a lot of times rather, you think it's really a money issue. It can get down to things like, oh, we don't make enough money, or we have too much in credit card debt, or we're not really sure what we should be doing, which is where you would bring a financial coach in. But a lot of times, it's an even deeper issue than that. So this is going to be kind of like a money / marriage mentoring kind of video, because a lot of times you think it's a money issue, and it's really a relationship issue. And it can go back deep. So if you are watching this and you and your spouse are having problems with your finances, here's what I would suggest you do. Go back and kind of look at your history. Look at how you were raised to deal with money. What was your relationship? What was your parents' relationship with money? Did they spend a lot? Did they save a lot? Was there never enough? Or maybe excessive and it wasn't managed well? I mean, there's all kinds of scenarios that can come up. But go back and look at your own history. What was the lesson that you were taught as a child, either tacitly or verbally, how you should relate to money? I know in my particular family, my father, God rest his soul, if he were here now, he would tell you, save a dime out of every dollar that you make, which is, it's simple and it's brilliant at the same time. I mean, just think about it. For those of you that have worked for a little while, if you saved a dime, that's like 10%, a dime out of every dollar that you make. Oh my goodness, how much money you would have now. And a dime is nothing. We walk by a dime if we see it on the floor. But if you add up all those dimes and turn those into dollars, those dimes and dollars can turn into hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you could just basically save your way to wealth by just using 10% of what you make. So that was our relationship. That was my understanding of how you manage money. And that's just, I thought that's how all the world worked. But then you get with somebody that has a completely different understanding about how to manage your finances. My husband's understanding and how he managed money, or how he was taught to manage money, is very different. And so I look at how he was raised and the things that he was taught, and his was more spend it now, don't worry about saving later. And like I said, I think there can be value to both, but there has to be like a happy medium. If you take those two extremes, where one is an extreme saver and one is an extreme spender, you're going to have problems. And what everybody is going to try to do, or what each party is going to try to do, is to bring that person to their side. I want you to be more of a spender. I want you to be more of a saver. And what I have realized over the years is that each of you can get better in each area. If you're the spender, yes, you can begin to understand how to save more. Or if you're the saver, or what some people might call a tightwad, you can learn to be a little more generous with your money. And that is something that my husband and I have had to learn how to do over the years. But what I also realized too, just aside from the specific dynamics of our upbringing, a lot of times where couples are struggling, it's not so much the money, but it is a symptom to a deeper problem. If you have issues where trust has been broken, where, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be related to money, but there's been an issue where trust has been broken, that's going to create a dynamic. And you might use the money to kind of do this tug of war with, but it's really a deeper issue, which could be trust, could be an issue of faithfulness, could be an issue of lying, could be an issue of, whatever. I mean, a lot of times you really got to go back and resolve those issues. Could be an issue of unforgiveness. Maybe you just haven't forgiven that person, and so you're going to kind of use the money to control because you feel like you're owed that or whatever. So, and again, more importantly is, how do you forgive it so you can move on in a healthy situation and begin to build trust in all areas of your relationship? Most relationships fail. Like I said, this was going to be a money message, but it's also going to be a relationship message. And a lot of marriages and relationships fail because of lack of trust. So I would encourage you, if you are struggling with your finances, or maybe you don't trust your spouse with your finances, maybe go back and see, are there some other issues that have come up in the past? Maybe one spouse makes poor decisions. And everybody has a right to make a mistake. None of us is perfect. None of us is human. There is only one perfect man, and that's Jesus Christ. But, so we all make mistakes. But maybe they're repeated mistakes. Okay, yeah, we made the same mistake 10 years ago. Okay, we made that same mistake 5 years ago. Okay, we made that same mistake last year. When do you learn? And so what that does is it kind of puts the other party on defense when they keep seeing the same mistakes being made, either financially or relationally or otherwise. It doesn't necessarily have to be related to money. So a lot of times, like I said, when couples come to us and they say they have a financial issue or a money problem, we will tend to dig a little deeper than that and realize that the money is just on the surface. The deeper issue is what's really going on and why you all don't trust each other. So I just want to encourage you, don't give up hope. If you're struggling with your finances, don't give up hope, because there is hope. I'm telling you, you can get through it, you can get past it, but you got to get to the deeper issue. And if there's a deeper issue that's needed, go get a good counselor. Go find a good spiritual mentor. Come and talk to somebody. Because a lot of times you just think it's a you and a him issue, or a him and a her issue. And it's really not. It goes so much deeper than that. And someone else can give you perspective on that. So I just want to encourage you. I love you guys all. That's my tip for the day. If you're struggling with your finances, in your money, and your marriage, go get some help. And again, that is something I can help you with too. I can provide direction as a financial coach. I can give you direction. And like I said, side note, my husband and I do an amazing amount of mentoring, and we would love to help you in that area if you're struggling. All right, make it a great day, and we'll see you next time.